Thus I have heard. At one time the Buddha was in the palace of Trastrimsas, speaking Dharma for the sake of his mother. At that time, immeasurable numbers of Buddhas, great Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, from all directions, gathered in praise. Then the world-honored one emitted great light from his body, illuminating all the lands. With a sound of great compassion, he addressed the assembly of Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, Buddhas, and other beings. Good men, listen carefully as I praise Earth Store Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, for his inconceivable spiritual powers. He benefits and brings joy to all beings, rescuing them from suffering and enabling them to attain bliss. Even after the extinction of the Buddha, he continues to transform himself into various forms to liberate beings. His powers of deliverance are truly inconceivable. At that time, a Bodhisattva Mahasattva named Contemplating the World's Sounds rose from his seat in the assembly. He bared his right shoulder, knelt on his right knee, pressed his palms together, and said to the Buddha, "World-honored one, I have observed that Earth Store Bodhisattva Mahasattva possesses great spiritual powers and compassion. For immeasurable kalpas, he has made great vows to liberate all suffering beings. World-honored one, how can he explain such inconceivable powers? Please, for the sake of beings in the future, describe the deeds and vows of Earth Store Bodhisattva." The Buddha then addressed Contemplating the World's Sounds Bodhisattva. Good man, listen carefully and reflect on what I say. I will now describe in detail the deeds of Earth Store Bodhisattva, which he has performed throughout his kalpas. Good man, this Bodhisattva has made vows so numerous that they are beyond calculation, even if counted for thousands of myriads of kotis of kalpas. His compassionate vows are extremely profound. He observes beings who are undergoing suffering and always transforms himself to deliver them. Moreover, in the past, immeasurable Asamkhya kalpas ago, there was a Buddha named All-Accomplishing Full-Appearance King Buddha. That Buddha's lifespan was immeasurable. During that Buddha's Dharma image age, a woman of the Brahmin caste greatly cultivated blessings. She was revered by all. Her mother, however, held deviant views and often despised the triple gem. At that time, the blessed woman used many skillful means to encourage her mother to develop right views. But the mother never had faith. Soon after, the mother's life ended, and her spirit fell into the uninterrupted hell. At that time, the blessed woman knew that her mother would not believe in cause and effect while alive. Therefore, she certainly would follow her karma and fall into the evil paths. So the blessed woman sold her house and land, and after collecting incense, flowers, and other items, made vast offerings to the all-accomplishing full-appearance King Buddha in a certain temple. Moreover, she saw the Buddha's dignified and majestic image in the temple. Then the blessed woman was even more reverent. She thought to herself, "The Buddha is a great and fully enlightened one, complete with all wisdom. If he were in the world, he would surely be able to tell me where my mother has gone after her death." Then the blessed woman wept for a long time before the Buddha's image. Gazing up at the Buddha, she spoke these words: "World-honored one, please be compassionate and quickly reveal to me where my mother has gone after her death. I am now heartbroken and at a loss." After weeping for a long time, she suddenly heard a voice in the air saying, "Blessed woman, do not be so sorrowful. I will show you where your mother is now." The blessed woman pressed her palms together and said in the air, "What virtuous being is comforting me with these words? I will never forget your kindness." The voice in the air spoke again to the blessed woman, "I am you who you are paying respects to, the all-accomplishing full appearance King Buddha. Because I see that you are deeply sorrowful for your mother, I am revealing this to you." The blessed woman heard this and suddenly leapt up, injuring herself. She then supported herself with both arms and said, "May the Buddha be compassionate. Please quickly tell me where my mother has gone. I am now close to death." The Buddha then said to the blessed woman, "After your offering is completed, quickly return home. Sit upright and single-mindedly recite my name. Then you will know the place where your mother was born." The blessed woman, after the offering was completed, immediately returned home. Because she was mindful of the Buddha's words, she sat upright and reciting the name of the all-accomplishing full appearance King Buddha. After reciting for a day and a night, she suddenly saw herself in a dream going to a sea. The water of that sea was churning and boiling with fierce waves of huge billows, where many male and female beings with iron bodies were rushing about and running back and forth over the sea. Approaching the sea, she saw a multitude of ghost kings with animal heads and strange appearances. Some were pushing these beings, others were pulling them, while still others were whipping them with whips. Each of them rushed toward the sea. At that time, the blessed woman, because of the power of her recitation of the Buddha's name, naturally felt no fear. There was a ghost king named Poisonless who bowed and came forward to greet her and said, "Good indeed, Bodhisattva. What are the reasons you have come here?" The blessed woman asked the ghost king, "This is what kind of sea?" The ghost king Poisonless replied, "This is the great iron encircling sea, the first sea of the western direction." The Bodhisattva asked, "I have heard that in the iron encircling sea there are hells. Is this really so?" Poisonless replied, "Truly, there are hells." The Bodhisattva asked, "How am I able to go to the hells?" Poisonless replied, "If it is not by means of the awesome strength of a virtuous being, then one must be due to karmic power. If it is not one of these two causes, then one will never reach that place." The Bodhisattva then asked, "Why is this water boiling so fiercely, with so many evil people and strange animals?" Poisonless replied, "These are all evil beings of Jambudvipa who have done evil deeds. After their lives end, they fall into this place. Because of the power of their karmic retribution, they are made to go through this. After passing through hundreds of thousands of kalpas, they are only then able to leave this sea." The Bodhisattva Poisonless said, "Is my mother in this hell?" Poisonless asked, "What does the Bodhisattva's mother usually do?" The Bodhisattva replied, "My mother liked to practice and believe in deviant teachings. She slighted and ridiculed the Triple Gem. If that is the case, I don't know where she is." Poisonless then asked the Bodhisattva to return to the shore and wait. "I will go to the hells to seek out your mother." At that time, the Blessed Woman Bodhisattva waited on the shore with a sorrowful heart. She was reciting the name of the all-accomplishing, full-appearance King Buddha. After a time, the ghost king Poisonless returned, saying, "Good indeed, Bodhisattva. I have already searched throughout all the hells, and I did not see your mother." The blessed woman asked, "What does this mean?" Poisonless replied, "The hells are fierce, and there is double karmic power. It is difficult to go there. However, this is because of the Bodhisattva's awesome strength that I was able to search throughout them. Truly, I did not see your mother." The blessed woman then cried out in sorrow and fell to the ground. Suddenly she heard a voice in the air, saying, "Holy girl, do not be sorrowful. Your mother was born in the heavens 3 days ago. It was because you offered and practiced merit for your mother in front of the all-accomplishing full-appearance King Tathagata that she obtained birth in the heavens. She has not only left the suffering of the hells, but she has also obtained bliss in the heavens." When the ghost king Poisonless heard this, he bowed and retreated. The blessed woman suddenly awoke as if from a dream. Then she understood what had happened. Taking this event to heart, she then made a far-reaching, vast vow, saying, "I vow that for the sake of all sentient beings of the future and all the evil paths, I will widely set up expedients so that they will all be able to obtain liberation." The Buddha told universal wisdom. At that time the ghost king Poisonless was an all-accomplishing full-appearance King Tathagata. The blessed woman was Earth Store Bodhisattva. It was because of his compassion and pity that he manifested as such to save the suffering ones far and wide. In the future, if there are women who are disgusted with their ugly and sickly condition, They should just single-mindedly contemplate the all-accomplishing full-appearance King Tathagata. Then, in life after life, they will be born with full and proper features. If these ugly women do not dislike him, but can offer flowers, food, clothing, and other things to him, then they will always be reborn with beautiful features. Not only will they have beautiful features, but they will also be reborn in noble families. Universal wisdom. Remember that this is the power of the all-accomplishing full-appearance King Tathagata. If there are people who can make offerings to and praise this Bodhisattva, they will obtain such benefit. At that time, Universal Wisdom Bodhisattva asked the Buddha, "World-honored one, I would now like to ask for the sake of beings of the future. How does Earth Store Bodhisattva use such inconceivable spiritual power to rescue sentient beings?" The Buddha told Universal Wisdom, listen attentively. I will enumerate and describe it for you. Earth Store Bodhisattva has mighty spiritual power and is connected with suffering beings of this world. He transforms his body into hundreds of thousands of millions of forms. He rescues sentient beings according to their roots. If it is the case that those who love to kill should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to kill, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to kill to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to steal should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to steal, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to steal to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to engage in sexual misconduct should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to engage in sexual misconduct, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to engage in sexual misconduct to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to lie should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to lie, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to lie to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to be angry should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to be angry, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to be angry to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to slander should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to slander, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to slander to rescue them. If it is the case that those who are stingy should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who is stingy, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who is stingy to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to eat and drink should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to eat and drink, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to eat and drink to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to be sad and worried should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who loves to be sad and worried, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who loves to be sad and worried to rescue them. If it is the case that those who love to be fickle and dissolute should be rescued by his manifesting as someone who is fickle and dissolute, Earth Store Bodhisattva will manifest as someone who is fickle and dissolute to rescue them. Earth Store Bodhisattva transforms himself in this way. All he does is for the sake of benefiting and accomplishing sentient beings. Moreover, universal wisdom, Earth Store Bodhisattva can manifest as Buddhas, as Bodhisattvas, as hearers, as Pratika Buddhas, as Brahma kings, as chakra, as self-sovereigns, as great self-sovereigns, as heavenly generals, as great generals, as heavenly kings, as wheel-turning kings, as officers, as elders, as laymen, as officials, as Brahmins, as old men, as women, as boys, as children, as dragons, as ghosts, as spirits, as mountains and forests, as springs and streams, as ponds and rivers, as to what he should rescue. He manifests as such and speaks Dharma for them. He does not fail to leave them. It is only that he contemplates what kinds of beings should be rescued, and then rescues them with these transformations. Furthermore, universal wisdom, with his awesome spiritual power, Earth Store Bodhisattva can protect those who should be protected in the country. If there are such disasters as disease or pestilence, Earth Store Bodhisattva will enter that country and transform himself into medicine, trees, water, wells, or streams to extinguish the people's sickness. If there are battles or other disasters, Earth Store Bodhisattva will enter that country and transform himself into men or women, or into monks, nuns, laymen, or laywomen to dissuade them and cause them to find happiness. If there are those who do evil, Earth Store Bodhisattva will go to their houses and transform himself into children, boys, or girls to teach them, so they will turn away from evil and walk on the path of goodness. If in the future, in the midst of the Dharma-ending age, there are sentient beings whose thoughts and views do not solidify, Earth Store Bodhisattva will also go to such places, and one by one, teach and convert them so that they will dwell in proper thoughts and views. You should know that Earth Store Bodhisattva has such great spiritual power. He universally benefits sentient beings. At that time, Universal Wisdom Bodhisattva said to the Buddha, "World-honored one, since Earth Store Bodhisattva has such great spiritual power, why is it that when sentient beings hear his name, they do not obtain these benefits and still fail to be rescued? World-honored one, please tell me about this." The Buddha told Universal Wisdom, those sentient beings who fail to be rescued are those who are extremely evil. They are those who are stubbornly fixed in their views. Such beings are the ones who are not converted, even though Earth Store Bodhisattva exhausts himself after a long time passing them by and rescuing them. It is not that this Bodhisattva does not use his power to reach them. It is that because these sentient beings' bad karma is so heavy, they have not yet been able to be converted. Universal wisdom. Let us say there is a strong man who carries a load of 100 caddies and goes another mile. Then suddenly he comes to a road which is level and smooth. Next, he adds another 100 caddies to his load. The load is extremely heavy, and because the road is so rugged, the man falls to the ground. If he wishes to proceed, it will be extremely difficult. Sentient beings are also like this. Their original sins were not heavy, but then they added to them even more sins. Earth Store Bodhisattva rescues these people by using transformations to teach and convert them. Because these sinners have such heavy karma, they transmigrate without end. Because they have fallen into the great evil paths, they will not be able to get out for a long time. With such causes and conditions, this bodhisattva is exhausted from rescuing them. Universal wisdom, Earth Store Bodhisattva has great, inconceivable spiritual power. All sentient beings are very difficult to convert because of their heavy karma. For this reason, throughout limitless eons, they are always being rescued and are still not completely saved. When these people see a chance to cast off their suffering, they will be instructed to turn toward goodness. At that time, by means of transformations, Earth Store Bodhisattva will divide his body into hundreds of thousands of millions of kodis of forms. He will go to those places to convert and rescue them. Universal wisdom, when those good men and women in the future cultivate the Buddha Dharma and do good deeds, do not be surprised. Instead, encourage them to keep to their resolve in the way. Tell them that with the strength of a Buddha, with the strength of a Dharma, with the strength of a Bodhisattva, it is possible to hear the name of a Buddha, a Dharma, or a Bodhisattva. Moreover, it is very difficult for them because the karma that they carry is a retribution that they must bear. When this discourse was being given, from within the assembly there was a bodhisattva named Contemplating the World's Sounds, who arose from his seat, knelt on his right knee, placed his palms together, and addressed the Buddha, saying, World-honored one, Earth Store Bodhisattva has great, inconceivable spiritual power and compassion. For the sake of all sentient beings, he has made such great vows. Throughout limitless hundreds of thousands of millions of kodis of Buddha lands, he manifests transformations. World-honored one, please speak to us in detail about Earth Store Bodhisattva's inconceivable affairs. At that time, the world-honored one told Contemplating the World's Sounds Bodhisattva, Listen carefully. I shall differentiate and explain for you the blessings and benefits that Earth Store Bodhisattva has and the good affairs that he does. Contemplating the World's Sounds. If in the future there are good men and good women who see Earth Store Bodhisattva's image, hear this sutra, and even read it, use incense, flowers, clothing, food, and all sorts of toys to make offerings. And if they praise and make obeisance, they will obtain 28 kinds of benefits. First, they will be protected by gods and dragons. Second, their good karma will increase daily. Third, they will gather increasing wisdom. Fourth, they will not be reborn as women. Fifth, they will always be pleased to be reborn as men. Sixth, their appearance will be upright and proper. 7th, they will mostly be reborn in noble families. 8th, they will have the wherewithal to renounce all their previous lives' affairs. 9th, they will have more family members. 10th, their karmic causes will not be evil. 11th, they will always be protected by gods. 12th, they will be able to transform into women and become men. 13th, their appearance will be upright. 14th, they will mostly be reborn in heavens. 15th, they will perhaps be emperors or kings. 16th, they will have wisdom and will know their past lives. 17th, they will have everything that they seek. 18th, their family will be happy together. 19th, all disasters will be gone. 20th, their karmic paths will be cut off forever. 21st, they will always arrive at where they are going. 22nd, they will sleep peacefully at night. 23rd, their ancestors will leave suffering. 24th, they will be reborn enjoying past blessings. 25th, all sages will come to protect them. 26th, they will have quick wits and sharp roots. And 27th, they will be full of compassion. Therefore, universal virtue, if in the future sentient beings, when hearing the name of this Bodhisattva Ksitigarbha, praise, admire, have longing, rely on him, name him, make offerings to him, even with just 1 to 7 days, they will not fall into the 3 evil realms. They will receive all the happiness and benefits they should, and in their present lives, they will be peaceful and happy. When their lives are over, they will be reborn in happy realms. They will always hear the proper Dharma, and will never hear of evil matters. Again, universal virtue, if in the future men or women at a young age lose their parents or lose their brothers or sisters, and when they grow up, they long for their parents and relatives and do not know where they have gone or to what realm they have been born. They should build stupas and temples for Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, portray the image of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, and then make offerings to him. They should look at and admire the image and weep. And look at and admire the image and praise his name 10,000 times. Then by the strength of the Bodhisattva, they will be able to know where their relatives have gone. If they have been born in the evil realms, they will then, relying on the power of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, leave those realms. If they had blessings, they will then, relying on the power of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, increase their happiness and have a happy rebirth. They should, for the sake of their relatives who have passed away, transfer their merit, in order that their relatives may be born in happy realms. In the future, sentient beings, or at the time of being sick for a long time, cannot get well, or after going through many disasters, they have many obstacles. Their family members and houses are uneasy. They sleep at night and have nightmares. In their daily lives, bad things happen constantly. They should offer one copy of this sutra to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, and one copy of this sutra to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. In front of the image of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, loudly read this sutra one time. Or they should take belongings of the sick person that the sick person loves dearly, such as clothes, treasures, gardens, and houses, and say in front of the image of the Bodhisattva, I, so and so, now for the sake of this sick person, offer these belongings to this sutra and to the image of the Bodhisattva. Then, they should offer these belongings to the image of the Bodhisattva. After that, they should redeem these belongings and use them for the sake of the sick person. Then, the sick person will gradually get well and be free from all obstacles. Universal virtue, if in the future, sentient beings, or at the time of starting a new life, they want to have a peaceful life, or they want to have a peaceful delivery, they should respectfully offer to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. Then, this protection God will happily protect both mother and child and bring benefits to them. If they use this method to make offerings, they will be happy. They will also be blessed with long life. Or if they give birth to a wicked child, or the children bring many troubles, they should also offer to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva to cause the children to leave wickedness and increase in blessings. Universal virtue on the 1st, 8th, 14th, 15th, 18th, 23rd, 24th, 28th, 29th, and 30th days of each month. These days are the times that all the holy sages gather to examine the karmic actions of sentient beings. At the time of each thought and each movement of sentient beings, they are connected with evil or with good. How much more so when they are indulging in killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, and false speech. They will definitely receive limitless evil karma. If they can recite the name of this Bodhisattva one time on these 10 days of each month, then all their places will be without disasters, their clothing and food will be abundant, and they will be free from sickness. Therefore, universal virtue, you should know that these are limitless good and happy events that Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva brings to sentient beings. If in the future, men, women, children, or adults cultivate no good karma and only create evil karma, receive many stars of disaster, are bound by sickness for a long time. If they are not happy even in sleep, they should look at and admire the image of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva and loudly say the name of the Bodhisattva 10,000 times. Then, everything will gradually become better, and they will be peaceful and happy. Their clothing and food will be abundant, and they will be without disasters. Therefore, universal virtue, You should respectfully accept and remember these matters and extensively proclaim them to others. Universal Virtue Bodhisattva said to the Buddha, "World-honored one, I have long known that this great Bodhisattva has such inconceivable spiritual power. I asked these questions for the sake of future sentient beings so they could receive benefits. World-honored one, how should this sutra be named, and how should we propagate it?" The Buddha told Universal Virtue, "This sutra has 3 names. One is called the Past Vows of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. One is called the Sutra of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva's Past Fundamental Deeds. One is called the Sutra of Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva's Power of Cause. Because this Bodhisattva has made so many great vows to benefit and bring happiness to sentient beings, you should propagate it according to your capacity." Universal Virtue Bodhisattva said to the Buddha, "World-honored one, in the future I will propagate this sutra. I hope the world-honored one will not be concerned." Then Universal Virtue Bodhisattva, in the presence of the Buddha, made this vow and withdrew. Chapter 13. Entrusting Humans and Gods. The Buddha told Manjusri Bodhisattva, the Bodhisattva Mahasatva, with his heavenly eyes, Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva has rescued sentient beings who are suffering for their offenses in this world, for thousands of millions of kodis of asankhya's. If he sees a sentient being who, when on the verge of death, hears the name of one Buddha, the name of one Bodhisattva, or a phrase or verse of a great vehicle sutra, Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva uses his spiritual power to enable that sentient being to escape suffering and be reborn in a good place. How much more so if, upon hearing the Buddha's name, hearing the Bodhisattva's name, those sentient beings wholeheartedly take refuge, look up to, and worship him. Those virtuous men or women will certainly be reborn in the heavens or in the human realm and receive wonderfully blissful joy. But if the descendants of those sentient beings, when they are on the verge of death, sell the houses and properties, etc., and use the money to provide for the person's burial, that is all right. But if they add to that evil deeds, then it is even more wrong. Even though the dying person has received good rewards from former causes, they will delay his rebirth in a good place. How much more so if at the end they contend with each other over the property? You should know that if sentient beings commit offenses, they themselves will receive the effect of their karma. Even relatives cannot take it on for them. After the end, everyone has to follow their karma. Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva has, with thousands of plans and millions of methods, toiled to save sentient beings. He has limitless spiritual strength. He is like a person who is carrying a heavy load through muddy roads. He is able to carry that load on his shoulders, and if he rests for a moment, he can again proceed on that road. If he puts the load down, he will be at ease. He will be able to travel quickly, and what is more, he will pass through that dangerous road. Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva is like that. He says to sentient beings, you should carefully contemplate the karma you do. It is like a person carrying a heavy load through muddy roads. If he can renounce the heavy load in his mind, he will be at ease. He will always be able to rest, and he will forever be free from that dangerous road. Manjusri, you should know that all bodhisattvas are like that. They save limitless suffering sentient beings. They wish to enable those sentient beings to be free from suffering and obtain wonderful bliss. When these suffering sentient beings have ended the effect of their offenses, they will be like people who put down their loads and will not want to carry them again. When Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva was in the presence of the Buddha, he said, "World-honored one, I beseech you, be unconcerned for the sentient beings of the future. In this Saha world, the minds of those sentient beings are not constant. They are difficult to teach and difficult to subdue. They are like monkeys who are difficult to control. After the sentient beings have been subdued, they will soon renounce their initial minds. If they encounter bad conditions, thoughts of evil will arise. For these kinds of sentient beings, I will use all kinds of methods to save them. I will use my wisdom and power to pull them and subdue them. I hope that they will be able to be docile, and in the end, obtain freedom from worry." The Buddha told Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, "You have great compassion, and for thousands of millions of kodis of worlds, you have made such great vows to save all suffering sentient beings. What spiritual power do you have? I will now speak of it in detail. Ksitigarbha, carefully listen to what I say. I will now use the Buddha's power to increase your power,